Welcome to Why Rush Racing. Welcome to the Hillbilly GP Round 6. Today, we're at Loaiza Dairy Farms near Westphalia, Missouri. And if you want to find out more about the series, go to www.hillbillygp.com. Alright, so we are at Westphalia, Missouri, and this is the start of the BVET class. That means the pros and everybody else have already gone, and we're off. Alright, so, look at that. Looks like I'm 4th or 5th coming around in. Not before Mark takes a little dirt nap, though. Alright, so yeah, I actually ended up being 3rd and coming into the first few corners here. Let's see if I can get into the woods. 3rd or maybe even 2nd, who knows? We're 3rd. Ah, good, yeah. I was able to hold on. So yeah, right in front of me, I do have Mike. And right in front of Mike is John. And these are both guys I have not raced this season. So, no expectations. I want to keep up with them and see what I can do. And there's 15 guys today, so that means I got 2 ahead of me. On number 3, I got another 12 guys behind me just breathing down my neck. And so, well, it's kind of held true in last season's. Is once somebody passes me, I have a hard time actually passing back. So I'm like, all right, let's just keep going as long as I can, and let's just see what I can do. So, and this course is, let's talk a little about that. I don't know if you've already noticed in the first few seconds that we've watched this, but this is a pretty fast and flowy course. This isn't the typical, I would call it, spud cut, or, you know, the hillbilly kind of type course where it's real tight and narrow and helps limit your speed a lot. No, this is pretty wide open, and it's a little unusual. A year ago at this track, I really struggled. I wasn't used to that kind of speed yet. I'm getting more used to it now, especially now that I'm racing more in 3rd gear. I'm a lot less in 2nd. But yeah, it's pretty fast and flowy, really fun course. And it changed, you know, of course, every race, no 2 races are ever the same, but a lot of the primary elements you have here, a lot of fun. The weather lately, oh yeah, right now it's about 50 degrees, overcast. Couldn't ask for better race conditions, really. In the morning, those guys didn't have quite as perfect as conditions as we do. The ground was still a little slick from just being frozen overnight. It was thawing out by race time for me, which was they had a little bit of a late start, 2:40. The ground was pretty much perfect, and then after the last couple of weeks of the ground being either A, completely frozen, snow covered, or a snow melted mushy muck. Well, we're all singing, you know, our praises today about how awesome this dirt is today, because it don't get much better than this, especially in the middle of winter. So, yeah, this is an awesome day. And I wanted to say, if you have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I used to not really care a whole lot about how many subscribers I had or whatnot. It was just kind of a nice little feature. I pretty much make content that I enjoy watching, and I hope you enjoy it too. And if you do, take a moment to click on that WR question mark down in the lower right hand corner. YouTube's changed the rules on me, and now I care a fair bit more. And so I want to say thank you, and hopefully I'll just continue making content that you enjoy. And of course, if you guys have any suggestions, shoot a message over and I'll do what I can to make it a better channel. Alright, so well, this whole season, really, one thing I've really been working on is my fitness. I don't know if you saw my previous video about that, but I've been really working out, and well, so far it's paid off. I've been feeling pretty strong throughout the whole race. I do have some races, you know, that will crop up here and there. Kilburn Woods, fairly bad. I had other issues going on there. My knee just was not happy, but I've been trying to get in better shape so I can make the hour and 40 minutes just pure intensity. And one thing that always helps is the technique, and just trying to get on my bike more as well. You know, the better technique you have, the more fluid you are, the more comfortable you are on your bike. It means the less you're fighting it, the less you fight it, the less you're working. So all those things I'm just working on. And it's been fun. It's a great learning experience. That's what I love about this sport. You know, And you can be as competitive as much work as you put in. It's just great. All right, so behind me, I believe I have Chris Heaven, and then I'm not sure who's behind Chris. It could be Shane or any number of people. I never really actually see anybody, but I'm just assuming Chris is right there on my tail. Ah, this hill here. This is kind of a woolly burger here. All right, so here we are coming across, and first couple of laps, there's always been kind of somebody down there just kind of stuck, and that's a very slick hill. In practice, I did a practice lap, and it's like, whoa. And I kind of made the decision that you find the rut I just rode up there, you stay in that rut, and you'll have decent traction. Get out of that rut, who really knows? Could have traction, might not have traction. I didn't really want to find out. And so, yeah, Mike's up there. He's been following this guy, and see how he gets his rear wheel right there. He created a little bit of gap and slowed him down. Guess what? I made the pass on Mike. So I'm now in second place. Oh, and those ruts right there really gave me a tough time. So yeah, so these are actually two B riders up here that we caught up to. But this time I have no idea where John is. John was on the Yamaha. Got the whole Shiner Knot class. So John's gone, but I do have these two B riders now that I caught up to and try to get around. There was a fun little jump there. Kind of hard to see exactly what's going on sometimes, but watching this, I don't know if I look fast to you guys or not in the video. I feel insanely fast right now. Ow! You got back around me, dang you, Mike. Yeah, I went the slow way on that. I was following the guy in front of me, and if he zigs, I zag, so I wanted to get around him. Well, hey. Oh, thank you. But anyways, it didn't work out in my favor. And that's one of my, I don't know if you just saw it or not, but you know, he pulled over to let Mike by. And being the second guy sometimes, that can be kind of a treacherous spot, because they'll pull over knowing there's somebody right behind them, but they may not always know there's two people right behind them. So that's sometimes you gotta kind of give them a heads up. And this is the field section here. There's a few field sections that were pretty fast. This one right here was by far the fastest. You could go as fast as you were comfortable with. One thing that was kind of scary though is some pretty good braking bumps there right towards the end. And every time I'm going like in fifth gear, and I'm like, oh God, I hope my bike, the rear wheels don't just bounce, and I just go flying through that gravel there at the end. But I was fortunate enough each time to actually maintain enough traction to slow down to a manageable speed to get around that corner safely. And then a fun uphill underneath that power line there. Tracking down Mike. All right, so yeah, here we are, coming through lap 1. And I'm 4 seconds behind Mike. I got Justin having a bad day he's an A-Vet rider. He's in front of me here. Not 100% what's going on with him. And then, it's like, John is like some 20 some odd seconds ahead of us, so he's moving. I'm moving, but not quite as fast as John, and we're all having fun. And here's another B guy trying to separate me and Mike. Trying to get around him. I thought this was pretty nice of him here. He saw me, saw I was a B-Vet, and he's like, come on around, we're not racing. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's one thing Well, let me just say this. Tim, I'm sorry, okay? I made some bad choices here. I should not have done that. Should have given you the space that you deserved. And I'm sorry. Anyways, hope you accept my apology. We'll see him later on. I don't think he took that much offense to whatever I did to him. He could have paid me back many times in kind, and he didn't. So, anyways, Tim, thank you. I try to be a good sportsman, and well, that wasn't one of my shiny moments there. Anyways, so I don't know if you noticed that or not, but that was Steve Bone Cutter had something happen earlier. He got around. He's an A-Vet guy. See, there's Tim. He's back around. But Chris Heaven in my class, he passed me too, so I dropped down to 4th place. Chris isn't too far ahead currently. But, well, yeah, so I dropped down to 4th and keep on keeping on. Oh, the stinking ruts again. I tried those things a number of different ways, and each time I just kept getting crossworded in those. Because you come in at like maybe like a 10-degree angle to them, and then they're parallel and, you know, straight. I don't know. I didn't quite get comfortable with those guys. Just fast. Look at this wide open bank stuff, and then you got super fast dudes like that guy there. That actually is not a pro rider. He passed me like he was, sounded like he was, but no, that is a B45 guy. His name is Bart, and he was hauling the mail today. And he also won his class. Good job, Bart.
Hey.
Ah, and there's Mr. Eric. Yeah, well, I don't know if he won, but he was one of the top guys in the AVET class last year. He's kind of taking a break from off-road racing, doing a little bit of motocross, but you'll actually see him a number of races. Check out his YouTube channel. Loudmouth Presents. Yeah, those kids there, they're running off the trail, trying to get out of the way. I always enjoy yelling at those kids that do that. It's like, I'll run you over. I won't. I don't think, intentionally at least. Not like I did with Tim. And, but anyways, I just have a little bit of fun with it. All right, so coming through lap 2. Lap 2, John is just flat gone. Mike is 18 seconds ahead of me. Behind him, only 3 seconds behind him is Chris. And then right a minute, I got a decent guy behind me, Shane. So, oh! I hit a tree. That kind of felt not awesome. It's like, thank goodness for my chest/neck protector. I wore the Leat Fusion. I love it, and provides some great protection, like go through your collarbone and whatnot. That's kind of where I hit that tree. And I don't know. You never know. If you don't get hurt, you don't like, well, did my PPE save me or not? I don't know. But I know I was relatively unhurt. Frustrated. You know, I get super tired when I crash. But outside of that, not too bad. And I look at my camera, I'm like, my camera looks like it's a little up. So I adjusted. Look at that, how much I fixed it. Hardly at all. So anyways, this is the rest of the video here. You got like, I don't know, like super panoramic looking thing. All right, so I already crashed on this lap. And then I do this. I get that tree kind of stuck up between my frame and my wheel and pretty much puts the brakes on. I got out my little rut, and that's why I got all flicking sideways like I said I didn't want to do. So I lose more time. How am I supposed to catch Chris doing this? Oh, nah, that's what's gonna happen. But I get back together, try to get my thoughts collected, and I keep on keeping on. So, you know, in the beginning of the races, that's almost always, that's where the most action is, right? You got, your class is pretty tight together. You're catching up to a few of the people in the rows in front of you. And for the most part, there's just a lot of stuff going on. Well, and then there's laps like this. So we're in lap 2. Usually it doesn't happen this road. It's like laps, 3 and 4 out of, 5 or 6 laps. It can get kind of lonely. Well, that's me for like a lap and a half. And I'm like, I feel like I'm the only man in all of the woods for a while, except for a few times when I get past lapped later on. But it's just, it makes me think of an enduro. And as I get faster, I'm able to push myself better as I'm getting more comfortable on my bike, and I don't need people to push me all the time. And it kind of makes me, right now, I was thinking, this is kind of like racing an enduro. If you're not able to push yourself, you're not going to do well. So, fortunately, I was able to push myself. I hear somebody fast. Yeah. That was Nathan Rector. I thought that was kind of cool too, because at first I thought that was Dell Rector leading the pack here. And Dell is in fact Nathan's dad. And, well, Nathan is now number 11, and last year, Dell was number 11. And so he's kind of passed the torch on to his son in the pro class, and I noticed Dell actually dropped down to the A class. And there's number 2, Mr. Cole Hensley. Those guys are fast. It's pretty awesome to watch these guys race. Well, the short time that I can. Just how smooth and I don't know, just it's impressive. There's Mr. Noah Clark for 32. And all three of those guys are Marionville Power Sports riders. So, out of Marionville, Missouri, great locally owned and operated store. And of course, always shop local if you're looking for parts or whatnot, or bikes in general. All right, so yeah, coming through lap 2. Oh wait, no, lap 3.
Hey, Bob.
I am a minute 30 behind Chris, 16 seconds in front of Shane. Better pick it up. No more crashing for me. This is one of my favorite sections. You already kind of talked about it a little bit, this little creek section. This is more Hillbilly. So you remember that spot where I kind of slid out and crashed into that tree? Well, here it is. I almost did the exact same thing again. Really don't know what it is about that spot that made me do it. Honestly, almost 3 times. But yeah, not cool. I need to figure that out. Alright, so here we're up that stinking slick hill again. Kirby. That's not a guy laughing at me, that's Kirby. Kirby's also in the B45 custom. Started a minute behind me. And he is flowing. Kirby. Kirby, when I crashed at, well, got kind of ran over. Somebody did to me what I kind of did to Tim. Kirby was kind of the guy kind of pulled me along for the last lap. So I thought, I can keep up with Kirby, man. But no, Kirby was flat moving. He was going, so well done, Kirby. All right, so lap 4. I'm now 2 minutes and 20 seconds behind Chris. Chris, effectively, he's gone. I'm not going to catch up to him in a lap. And then only 10 seconds in front of Mark, the guy that took a dirt nap right at the beginning of the race. And then right behind him is Shane. So there's a race still. This was a fun section. Little jump here and then a super slick field. This is probably the slickest. Of course, I go right down the middle of the slick part. You go to the outside, you're okay. But man, that was slick right there. That was probably the slickest place in the whole track. A little fun creek crossing. Super deep ruts developing here. A little more slick mud. And then perfect conditions. It was awesome. So we're getting towards the end of my battery life here. Going kind of fill you on what happens. I really don't have any more major events. Shane does end up catching up to me, and we have a good battle. I never actually see him. I can feel him though, and I just know I can't make any mistakes, and I gotta haul. So that's what I did. I was able to hang on to, well, dang it, give it away. I was able to hang on to 4th. Anyways, one thing. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. I greatly appreciate it. Click on that WR question mark down the right-hand corner.
Thank you.
Thank you, indeed. And, well, I got 4th place out of 15 racers. And in my first season as a B-Vet racer, I couldn't be more thrilled. Anyways, my next race, Soggy Bottom. Oh, that place is awesome. It's near Sparta, Missouri. It's on February 11th. If you want to find out more about it, go to www.hillbillygp.com. And I hope to see you there. If you're not, well, you're missing out on one of the greatest venues of one of the best hair scramble series out there. Anyways, see you there. Bye.